Let's talk about the 2-year relationship phase. That's the phase that comes after the 6 month to a year honeymoon phase, right? Where things are all wonderful rainbows and gumdrops and everything's sunshine so much brighter and all that good stuff. But then as you get around that year mark, that starts to wear off some. And going into like a year and a half, you start to transition a little more and things starts balancing out a little bit differently by that year 2 mark. This is when reality starts to set in a little bit more, right? Not that things weren't real before, but now you're starting to see your partner for who they truly are, and they're seeing you for who you truly are, flaws and all, outside of the, enhanced, heightened sense of lust that you had before through the honeymoon phase. And at this time, emotions may start to shift some, right? To where it goes from more of a passionate love to a more companion love and a more daily normacy. And during this time, you and your partner can go through a lot more conflicts and adjustments because you're starting to balance out and get used to each other's differences. This is why it's so important for you guys to develop how you're going to navigate conflict resolution. This is why getting clear on what you guys' effective communication styles are going to be is crucial. Because when you get to that stage to where you have more conflicts because you're seeing the differences now, it's going to be so important of how you guys can communicate effectively to work through them together and sustain the longevity of a healthy relationship. This is also going to play into you guys' decision points. As you get deeper into the relationship, things get more serious and they get more long-term oriented, which means there's more value in it for each person as to where life's going to go for the both of you, because that matters to your individual interest, right? So working out how you're going to communicate effectively to honor each other's needs and goals and so forth and be on the same page is everything so that you guys can grow together instead of growing apart. Because if you don't, that's the first step to misunderstandings and communication breakdowns. And from there, that starts to lead to people not getting their expectations met, their needs met in the relationship. And then power struggles start, where you both start trying to fight for being heard and fight for your needs that you don't feel your partner's honoring. So you got to stand up for yourself. But outside of the conflict stuff, things will also become very routine and just stable. And yes, we want that to feel secure and safe in a relationship. That's great. But what you start to lose is that excitement. Things become very mundane and boring. This is why I need you to set a foundation of open communication to make sure you guys are always on the same page and you understand where each other's at with things. Create shared activities so where it still brings some vibrance and sense of newness and freshness to the relationship so things don't become boring to where you start checking out of the relationship. Support and encourage your partner's personal growth. You have to keep pouring into them to be the best them, to be the best person for you, and vice versa. A happy, fulfilled partner is your best friend, trust me. Agree on how you're going to solve conflict together and maintain commitment and appreciation. These two are a must, which means regularly show appreciation and gratitude towards your partner through words of affirmation as well as your actions so that they know that they always matter and are important to you and vice versa. And make sure you do things to represent that and follow your principles and stick to your morals and your values that honors the relationship so that they know that you're always serious and in it with them. If you and your partner need help building that type of relationship foundation so that you can last past that honeymoon phase, DM me coaching and we'll get to work. Let's get it.